He was a hard worker, a go-getter, somebody with a big heart that if you didn't have, he would give, even though if it left him with nothing. A goofball, always made anyone laugh, super heart of gold. Yeah, he was just an amazing person. I wish everybody could have been like him. He was unique, that kid.
Those who knew 28-year-old Gilberto Franco the best knew him to be a caring, hardworking, and yet fun-loving young man.
Yay! Finally! Walk like the cartoon, Gilbert. Cruella. Cruella DeVille.
Gilbert was one of those young men who grew up with a strong connection to family and a strong belief in helping others whenever possible. Gilbert's untimely death back in January of this year leaves his family searching for answers, trying to make sense of the difficult reality they now face. It was a horrific 18-wheeler wreck, the kind that grabs your attention when you see it on the news.
Flames flying after DPS says a semi-truck collided with 4 cars and a second semi, killing 5 people.
It appears we had another distracted driver as the semi did not stop in time.
According to DPS, the vehicle's on fire for several hours.
The fiery wreck wound up claiming 5 lives just after 6 a.m. here on I-10 in the Phoenix suburb of Chandler. The pile of twisted metal and broken glass is all that remained of the 6 vehicles that were involved. Though because they were so mangled and charred, it would take hours for emergency responders to know anything for sure.
Did not appear to have slowed down very much, if at all, and struck 1 or 2 vehicles, which then pushed those vehicles into the back of another semi.
Witnesses saw the whole thing develop near the Chandler Boulevard exit. There were actually 2 previous wrecks that morning right close by along I-10, one here at Riggs Road and then one at Queen Creek Road. No one was seriously hurt in those, but they caused traffic to back up for miles. Gilbert was riding in the front passenger seat of a Ford F-250 work truck. He and 3 other men in the vehicle were part of a landscaping crew on their way to a job site. What they didn't know was that an 18-wheeler driver, later identified as Danny Tyner, was rapidly coming up from behind. Tyner, oblivious to the fact that he was about to slam into the pickup and spark a raging fire that would end the lives of all 4 men in that pickup, as well as another person in the car ahead. Tyner, who admitted to investigators that he was looking at his work tablet just before the impact, later complained of having shoulder and knee pain. Seems like a small price to pay after causing one of the worst wrecks ever in the Phoenix area.
My son, he was taken. He was killed. I will get my son back. I need to be more careful, more vigilant. Just so unfair. This whole situation could have been prevented. This is something that should have never happened.
According to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, around 71% of all the large truck wrecks in the U.S. involved at least one commercial driver who was reported distracted at the time of the crash. Clearly, the